From Glover Stadium in the city of Anaheim, Comcast Cablevision and the CIF Southern Section is proud to present the 1987 Central Conference Finals. Tonight it's an all-orange league affair, the Anaheim Colonists and the Tigers of Valencia High School. Hello again, everybody. Lon Bronk along with Big Russ Bollinger. Well, pretty big, Jim Ruffalo. We are here at Glover Stadium on a cool, breezy night, perfect for football here. Russ Bollinger, two teams that have played before, the third league game of 1987, and the Tigers came up on top. Your assessment of the game tonight?
Well, we had a chance to cover that game, and Valencia came up with a big win, 21-0. Things might be a little different tonight, though. I see Coach Marujo having his team prepared because last year in the finals, same situation when they played Bolsa Grande. So I'm sure Coach Marujo is going to have something to say about that tonight.
All right, the Tigers with Mike Edwards on both sides of the football, and I think a very underrated quarterback in Robert Navarrete, number 12.
Well, definitely, in my view, Mike Edwards is the best athlete on the field. He's very talented. He's talent on both sides of the ball. He's a great punter, great wide receiver, good defensive back, a real true leader. And Navarrette's been throwing the ball well. They've got good balance with the running attack, and they got a tough defense. Let's face it, they shut out this team 21-0 last time.
All right, Jimmy Ruffalo on the other side, Anaheim Colonists. The ghosts of former Colonists still patrol Glover Stadium, and a return to greatness for the Colonists in 1987. Your assessment of the Anaheim Colonists?
Well, the ghost of La Palma was Mickey Flynn. He was one of the best running backs ever to play this game prep-wise. He rode over here on the team bus with Anaheim tonight, so maybe some of that will rub off. The return to greatness, look up in the stands. What do you see? Letterman's jackets from 60s, 70s, 80s. You haven't seen that in an Anaheim game in more than 10 years. They brought pride back to the colony.
They're excited over there in Anaheim, and they should be. A very, very good coaching staff. You got to go a long way to find a coaching staff with this much experience.
Every game for Anaheim's an all-star game. I made the mistake this week of telling Ted Mullen, hey, I think you ought to be coach of the year. He said, if you writers were smart, and now this is going to preclude anything else I have to say, you would make it staff of the year. And with Anaheim, you have to, because you have George Dana, a head coach. Bob Salerno, he coached here. I mean, almost everybody on there. Fenton Tomlinson, he was the coach of Santiago. They're all head coaches, with the exception of George Fraser, and all he did was set the total offense record here.
All right, Jimmy, tonight your picks for this Central Conference Final.
I have to go with Valencia. The Valencia seniors have gotten together and pledged to give the school a graduation present, and that would be its first CIF football title in 54 years.
Okay, Valencia here 2 years in a row. In the finals, Big Russ, your pick.
Well, it's sad that you have to pick anybody in a game like this. Both teams have worked very hard to get here. Great coaching staffs on both sides of the ball. But I very rarely agree with Jimmy Ruffalo on anything. I'm going to have to go with Valencia also. I don't think Coach Marujo is going to let what happened last year in the final, happen again.
All right, I'm going to go against both of them. I have the Colonists. Head coach Mike Marujo of the Tigers said, very tough to play the same team twice. The losing team can look at the film and say, yeah, I know what we need to change. The winning team says, let's stick with it. We beat them the first time. Well, let's see which one of our experts here are right tonight. We'll be back with the kickoff, the opening kickoff of tonight's contest in just a moment. Tonight's CIF Central Conference Final is being brought to you by the Los Angeles Rams, a tradition still growing, Giovanni's Pizza, and a whole lot more. McNair Sports Development, where speed can be taught, and by Quaker State Motor Oil, always reaching for the best. Western and Anaheim, they finish in a tie right in there. Valencia won another title, something they've been doing, 5th consecutive Orange League title right there, and it was a tough one in 1987, Jimmy.
Well, the odd thing is that before Mike Marujo got there, in 50 years, Valencia had never won a league title. Never. My, oh my.
Ted Mullen, no stranger to titles himself. At Foothill, he went to 2 Southern Conference Finals. He won it in 1981 at Villa Park. 3 Southern Conference Finals. He won it in 1976. And Jim, he's trying to be another coach who's won titles with 3 different schools.
Only Dick Hill has done that. Dick Hill won at Downey, and they tied Anaheim that year in the Coliseum. He also won at Santa Ana and Santa Ana Valley. So now Ted Mullen is trying to do the same thing.
All right, 2 teams that perhaps, gentlemen, as we went through the 1987 season, we got a chance to see a lot of football teams. Would either one of you have picked this to be the final? Anaheim, Valencia.
I would not have picked either team to be in the finals. I thought Western was going to run away with that league.
I thought possibly Valencia would be here. I didn't see Anaheim after we saw that game early in the year against Valencia when they lost 21-0 would be here at all. It's a true credit to Coach Mullins and his staff getting these guys here where they are right now. I think the biggest key to tonight's ball game is not going to be how well Anaheim runs the ball or how well Valencia runs the ball. I think the key in this game is the quarterback for Anaheim Colonists. That's all Des. If he plays well, which he did not do in the last ball game, he threw 4 interceptions. If he plays well tonight, it could make a big difference in this ball game.
Robert came around, played very well last week, Russ. 8 of 9, 168 yards in the upset victory over Saddleback. He has been playing better. This Valencia Tiger team, a team that's had 25 interception on defense, they really made the life miserable for the Colonists passing attack back on October 30th.
Well, four interceptions is enough to haunt any quarterback, and you can bet Aldez was watching that film all week long after having a great ball game last week. He's pumped tonight, and he's got to play well. He knows it, the coaches know it, and his teammates know it.
Well, there's kind of a quiet guy across the way. He just quietly goes about his business of winning Orange League titles. He's been to the semis. Took him a couple times to crack that. He finally got to the finals. Mike Marujo got to the finals last year. He's here again. He's just about on track to pick one off, Jimmy.
You know, Mike Marujo was the poster boy for Rolaids.
Ted Mullen, there you see a guy that's the campaigns of the Southern and Central Conference. And I'll tell you what, you've been around this high school football a long time, Jim Rapallo. It's just great to see the Anaheim Colonists fans get back into the spirit. We talked about the ghost, the tradition of the Colonists. They are back one more time. This guy deserves a lot of the credit right there.
I think one of the saddest things I saw last year, I went to an Anaheim game in this stadium, and there weren't more than 300 people here. And that is not an Anaheim crowd. This sold-out stadium is an Anaheim crowd.
And they're going to love it tonight. It should be a good one. The Tigers in the white and blue tonight. They will be receiving. Back deep, Ross Kelly and number 8, Nacho Garcia. The Anaheim Colonists will go on defense first. And gentlemen, in big games, what would you rather have? Coach Bollinger, would you rather kick off or receive?
I want the ball. I want to start the tempo of the game. I want my big offensive line out there. I want my quarterback out there directing the field. I take the ball anytime.
Jimmy, the boys have got to be nervous waiting for that first contact.
That ball must weigh about 40 pounds on a kickoff. That may be the hardest thing to do in football is catch an opening kickoff.
All right, Anaheim will be kicking off and getting this thing underway. John Salgado, number 50, will be getting it fired up and ready to go here tonight. We're at Glover Stadium. The CIF Central Conference Championships going on tonight. We're underway here at Glover, and Nacho Garcia at the 10-yard line and return left. He has room, makes a good move to the outside, a block by Shepard, belted near the out-of-bounds line at the 34-yard line, a return of 24 yards, and the Tigers go on offense.
Great kickoff block by Ross Kelly to start that off.
And we've already got a flag, the first one of the night.
Somebody surrender?
Yep, I think so.
The offensive Valencia, Navarrete, the underrated quarterback. Ross Kelly and Leisure.
Personal foul, blue.
Oh, a little excited already tonight. You saw Leisure, Ross Kelly, and Navarrete in that offensive lineup for the Valencia Tigers. And, well, you got to start it early, and I guess 6 seconds into the game, we see it. Valencia on the line. Waleco, Taggart, Morales, Douglas, Jenkins, and Dunn up front. Not the biggest line that the Tigers have had, and an inexperienced group outside of returning senior Fred Jenkins. So the Tigers will take it near the midfield line. First and 10. We're just underway here at Glover Stadium. Anaheim in that even front. They give to Leisure off the right side. Keep Leisure at the 45-40. A foot race with Young. He gets by Young at the 25 to the 20-yard line of 30. 1-yard run by Keith Leisure. Great blocking on the right side. Waleco there. And the first back through, Ross Kelly. He did a great job. And Russ, let's take a look at it one more time. All right, let's take a look at the Anaheim defense first. Tongarava, Carlos, Chavez, Lopez, Barber, and Sanchez up front. Usually we'll use an even man front. We'll get the rest of them as time permits. Inside the 20, first and 10, the Tigers. Time to strike early. They go to the up back, and that's Leisure. Short yardage on the inside.
Randy Ruskelli on that previous run made an incredible lead block on the linebacker there to let Leisure jump outside. I mean, Ruskelli boned this guy, hit him right in the face, snapped the head back. This guy's ready to play some football. He's jumping up and down out there.
Linebackers in secondary for the Colonists: Rodriguez, Ramirez, Young, Wang, and Silverman.
Sonny
All
Silverman
at the
is
corners.
an assassin, absolute assassin. Where do you see this guy?
All right, second down and 9. A pitch to Ruskelli. Leisure with the lead block inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. The Colonists defense not very big, and they're going to be under a lot of pressure tonight to hold up against this strong Tiger offensive line.
Brandon Douglas just took about half the Colony defense on that play with him.
You're going to see a lot of great hitting out there tonight. These guys are fired up. Not only is this a rival game, it's a championship game. These guys have already played each other once. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of jibes going in out there tonight.
Gain of 4, third down and 5. The Colonists looking to hold. Leisure over the right side. He won't make it. Keith Leisure stopped in mid-flight. Colonist defense on that side, number 35, Isaiah Tongalava. He caught him up in midair. Looked like Charlie White going over the top.
Yeah, except he didn't go over. Look, he just gets the shoulder pad under and then is smart enough to stand up and push him back rather than let him ride him back.
Now, this
Fourth
is a big
down
play here
and
for
3.
Anaheim.
They're going for it right here. They're in territory where they need to. Navarrete over left side. A first down. It looks like, yes, they have it. Randy Ruskelli stopped by number 20 of the Anaheim Colonists.
Good play action in there. That's what did it. Froze everybody.
It's interesting that Coach Maruo decided to go with Ruskelli with Leisure, the tough inside runner that he is.
Well, you can see
Good
on the
play
replay,
calling.
the fake to Leisure is what froze everybody.
Absolutely.
Mike Marujo kind of downplays what that offensive line does. He says we just do simple blocking, but they get where they're supposed to be. First and 10 inside the 10-yard line. Leisure off the left side, stacked up and driven back. The Colonist defense there to meet him.
It's a hard place to score from. Inside
Wang
the 10.
there again, along with Oscar Ramirez, number 51. Anaheim defense, gentlemen, not a big unit out there, but you don't have to be huge. You just have to have 11 guys working together.
Well, not so much 11 guys. There better be 11 hearts out there tonight.
Some scrappy kids, I'll tell you that.
At the 7-yard line, second down and goal now. 8:44 to go, first period of play. The Tigers trying to cross the path tonight.
In the air.
Going long, has a man open. Mike Edwards, a great catch. They say
Oh,
a
my.
touchdown.
Oh,
Mike
my, what a
Edwards.
catch.
He break the plane on that, or didn't he?
He
Boy,
must
the
have broke the
official
plane.
was right there, gentlemen.
Now, that was an incredible catch. Leave it up to Mike Edwards to make that kind of a catch.
Been doing it all year, and when I told you that the seniors got together and pledged a title as a graduation present, you'll see on the replay. Let's see if he breaks the plane here.
Oh, my.
Yes, he does.
Good call.
Yes, he does.
You saw the
Great call.
chalk. You saw the chalk go up.
But when I was telling you about the seniors, it was Edwards that was the leader. They would meet in the library before every game and talk about how every game could be their last, and they want to give a title as a going-away present.
Rivera with a PAT. It's good. 7-0. 8:34 to go. First period of play. And the last time we saw these two teams, Mike Edwards made 2 circus catch. Neither one of them any better, Russ Bollinger, than that play right there.
Well, I mentioned in the introduction of the game here that Mike Edwards is probably the best athlete on the field. He's the most talented, definitely, and he just showed it right there.
So 7-0. The Tigers take their first possession, helped out a little bit by the personal foul, so they march at 51 yards. For the score, they lead it 7-0.
Crucial play in that drive was the 4th and 3, and Anaheim wasn't able to hold Valencia on that. They go with Ruskelli, get the first down, and take it in for the score. That was a heck of a drive.
But what a brilliant play that was when you think about it, because Anaheim was playing Leisure all the way for the short stuff, faked him into the line, and all of a sudden, here comes Ross Kelly on the other side.
Smart call.
You got to like Robert Navarrette's pass, too. It's either completed to Edwards or it's incomplete, and you go back to 3rd and goal.
Well, this is Navarrette's last game. He's not playing any more football after tonight, so he wants to go out a winner.
So Paul Rivera to kick off. Holloway back. He squibs it. The up man's going to pick it up. Trying to pick it up at the 24-yard line, so they try to squib it, and they get it at the 26-yard line. Dan Pasillas with about a 4-yard return. The Colonists will start it on offense. They trail it 7-0.
They have to put something together. You can't let a team score that quick on you and not come back.
Or the opposite could happen. Valencia could let up after a big score like that. It seems so simple, and they could let up on defense here, and Anaheim go down and get them one.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to let up after the Bolsa Grande thing last year, as you talked about at the start of the show.
Robert Aldez, the quarterback, gives it right away to their main man, Joaquin Garcia. Garcia over the line of scrimmage, give him a gain of 2. Smith, Simone, Yara up front, and that's a pretty good offensive line for Anaheim, although, like Valencia, not huge by even high school standards.
Now, Simone was a defensive player at the start of the year, and a very good one, and Mullen said, hey, I need another guard. He volunteered, he shut his mouth, he did his job, and he's done a good job this year.
Look for Holloway, number 28, in the slot back with Craig Smith, number 23. They're also in there. To Garcia. Garcia over really the left guard, short yardage, over the 30-yard line to about the 34-yard line. That'll bring up a third and about 3 yards. The Anaheim Colonists under first-year head coach Ted Mullen with Aldez as the quarterback, Garcia and Smith a running back, Holloway a flanker, but oftentimes in the slot. Patterson at the split end, Gold the tight end, only a sophomore, Jason Gold.
Great family, the Gold family.
Boy, Todd Gold played, just finished his 2-year career at Fullerton College.
And he's here tonight, right down in front of us.
Former All-Star for the Colonists. 3rd down and 3. Aldez gives it to Garcia, but he will not get it. Good coverage by John Aldridge, number 41. Russ and I, looking at some films, we were saying this guy played more and did more than we gave him credit for in that first game.
John Aldridge is definitely the unsung hero on that defense. He comes up with more big plays and very seldom gets the credit for that.
And he came in untouched, and I don't mean that somebody missed him. I mean he beat him.
I was blitzing on that. They took a chance, big risk, and blitzed and big play.
Aldez back to punt, short hops, and the average is 36. He'll need a bounce to get it on this one. It does take a Colonist bounce inside the 35 and down to the 30-yard line. They will down it right there. A 37-yard punt.
He was an all-state punter last year as a sophomore.
Heck of an athlete. Not known for his passing, Jimmy, but he has been coming on.
Actually, he is known for his passing because he does exactly what's asked of him. Hit the short one once in a while. He has completed 70% of his passes this year.
The Tigers went 7 plays, 51 yards. Going to Navarrete for the final, 7-0 here. Their second possession, they lead it. And one thing you don't want to do, Russ, against a good defensive team is fall too far behind early.
That's so true. They've already shut this team out once.
Look at Keith Leisure over the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Now, he was stopped right at the line, and all of a sudden you look up and he's got 7 more yards.
Second and third effort by Keith Leisure. You just don't teach that in running backs. That's an instinct, and Leisure did it last year as a sophomore when he took over for Goulet, and this year he's doing it again. He's got over 1,000 yards.
Well, Valencia's been blessed with the good runners over the years. We had Ray Polaris and then Tony Goulet and now Keith Leisure, and there's some more coming. Ross Kelly's not exactly chopped liver, you know.
2 good ones, over 2,000 yards in that backfield. Ross Kelly off the right side, good lead block. He's near the first down. Excellent block coming up from Ken Morales, number 50, pulling from the left side, Jim.
And the block was so good, he was on his feet at the end of it.
You talk about the good running backs that Valencia has, you have to talk about that offensive line. Well-coordinated group there, led by Fred Jenkins, excellent ball player, the only returning starter from last year. Maruo had to go with some young kids, and they performed excellently.
So a first down carry. The Tigers get a 1st and 10. Ball just over the 40-yard line. 5 minutes to go, first period of play. Navarrete gives it to the first back. Leisure stays on his feet, keeps driving, and still will not go down.
We get 2 for a takedown, or what? What is it?
Keith got injured earlier in the year when we saw him finishing up the Orange League. He was hobbling around a little bit, but he looks like Rusty has that quickness and speed back right now.
It's just natural ability. It's like I said, you don't teach a kid something like that. It's just something that he learns throughout the years, and he's got it in him. He's got that natural instinct and the desire, and there was just a show of stability. Hey, you can't tackle me. I'm not going down.
Mike Marujo team, those guys, those runners will always go north and south looking for yardage. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Navarrete back, he's got a screen set up to Ross Kelly. Blockers out front, but a nice play turned in by number 18, John Barber, and that really made the play. Short yardage of about 2, but if he did not defeat the block of Ken Morales, that could have gone for much more yardage.
We got Edwards out on the outside. He clears the path and sets up the screen. Edwards takes off. There's Roskelly. Good play by Tongalava.
All right, third down, 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. Colonists is trying to hold them right here and get the ball back. They trail it 7-0.
Boy, they're eating the clock up, aren't they?
Running game keeps it moving. Navarrete back to throw. He has Edwards, but overthrows him, and that's probably a good time to do it. He puts it where it should be. It could have been intercepted. Good coverage by Oscar Ramirez, a linebacker, dropping back into that zone coverage. The Tigers will have to punt for the first time tonight. And like his counterpart on the Colonists, Robert Navarrete, the quarterback, will step back and punt it away. Robert Navarrete, an excellent athlete. He gets a short one. Here come the Colonists. They don't get it. It's a high pop-up. It'll hit about center field and roll to the offside at about the 32-yard line.
Infield fly rule on that one.
So a very short punt of 23 yards. The Colonists with pretty good position, just about where they had the ball on the exchange.
Hey folks, Quaker State Motor Oils with QSX has helped millions of Americans keep their cars running smoothly. Known for its great protection, Quaker State is a quality motor oil you can count on to help your car run mile after trouble-free mile. Change your oil regularly according to the manufacturer's recommendation. Change it to Quaker State with QSX quality. Available at leading car dealers, auto parts stores, and garages throughout Southern California. Quaker State.
And an awful slick move right there by Matt Patterson.
Very underrated wideout. He's been playing very well the last 4 games. Ted Mullen's very happy with him, especially his blocking. Although he catches it on this one, his blocking the last 4 weeks has been something to talk about. Because let's face it, start of the year, wide receivers are not known for their downfield work.
It's also a big confidence booster to Aldez. He's had some trouble throwing against this team in the past, and to pop one in there like that, nicely thrown ball, is going to help his confidence, and it's going to take him a great game by Aldez for this Anaheim team to come up with a win.
Well, they take the measurement. When you think about it, these are 2 teams tonight that have had maligned quarterbacks this year. And the problem is ignorance on the people that are doing the maligning, because both these quarterbacks did exactly what was asked of them, to complete the pass once in a while to take the pressure off the runners.
As they measure a couple inches short, so it's 2nd and inches, ball at the 41-yard line. This is really a free down for the Colonists. They can do just about anything they want here. They give it to Joaquin. Joaquin is upended.
By our guy,
again,
Johnny Aldridge.
Huh?
He'll
But he
stick his
does
head
get
in
the
there.
first down.
Yeah, they keep talking about 10 other Tigers all year, and you never hear Aldridge mentioned. He keeps playing like that.
Watch Aldridge just zip right in there. There he is. See him shake his hand. This guy's fired up.
He got to the hole in a hurry, didn't he?
Very quick forward.
First down and 10 from the 42-yard line. The Anaheim Colonists trail it 7-0. 2:32 to go, first period of play. A fake and a give to Holloway. He has speed. Holloway to the midfield line at the 48-yard line.
Now there's a new twist to the Anaheim offense.
That is new. Sprint out and then just dump it over there.
There's nobody out there for Valencia.
Good thing Aldridge makes that tackle.
Correction, that's Craig Smith out there, Russ.
Watch him pop it to Smith. Outside, he's got plenty of running room. Makes a good move there on Roskelly. There's Aldridge to drag him down. Gain of about 9.
Close to the first down. They'll have to measure it again.
Hey, there's no sense
And a first down.
No sense hiding anything tonight, right? If it's in the playbook, use it.
That's right.
Now, we talked earlier about being able to change things, and Ted Mullen had the luxury of saying, well, I know this didn't work the first time. I can put a few things in, and he has changed the offense just a little bit the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, you know, Ted and his staff has been busy all week long there in the Blue Room, using the computer, finding out the tendencies of Valencia. We were lucky enough on the radio show with Kick FM to give Ted a call last Sunday night, and he was busy at work. He was coming up with some new kinks for tonight.
And that was one of them.
First and 10 into Tiger territory at the 47-yard line. Joaquin Garcia off the left side.
Nice read.
A gain of about 3 yards.
Fine read. The hole wasn't there. He had to bring it back.
Over 1,600 yards and 10 TDs for this young man on the ground. Also the leading receiver for the Colonists, 15 receptions for 156 yards. So number 14 figures into the plans of Ted Mullins quite a bit.
Most definitely. Ted Mullins has said more than once that Joaquin Garcia is probably one of the most talented running backs he's ever had, and he's had some great ones over the years.
You're going to play the eye back for Ted Mullins. You're going to get the ball quite a bit, aren't you? Gain of 4, up the middle to Craig Smith, and a gain of 6 near the first down marker. Good blocking up front, number 52 there, Dan Cusack, 6 feet, 185-pound senior.
Russ, that worked for the same reason that last counter worked for Valencia that got him the crucial first down. The defense was expecting one thing, and Anaheim did something else.
Good call, Jimmy. You're starting to pick this football up, aren't you?
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah. Now, see, the field goal's 4 points, right?
There you
Take a
see.
look at it.
There he is. They were looking for Joaquin.
Exactly.
All right, third down. Let's call it 2 at the 39-yard line. To Garcia off the right side. He dives forward, and I believe he has the first down.
You know what? We got a good football game here. If the other 3 quarters are like this.
And it is a first down, Colonists. And a home faithful here. Jimmy, as you said, old-time Jackets out tonight from the 50s and 60s. They're glad that Colonist football is back, and there they are. Yeah, they're excited.
Yeah, Rick Lockwood was going to break his Letterman's jacket out, but there's a family living in it.
Oh, Jimmy, that's bad. Rick's not here to defend himself.
He's here. I wouldn't have said it.
All right, first and 10, 37-yard line. The Colonists try to tie it up. A fake. And knocked away. There's John Aldridge again. John. Great job. He was all over him that
You know what? He's a little too quick for Anaheim tonight. On 4 plays, he has just beat his man.
Sure has. Giovanni's. The name just means good food. Since 1958, Giovanni's has been delivering great pizza, grinders, and all sorts of authentic Italian food to Fullerton. For great atmosphere and delicious meals, it's Giovanni's.
Gotta be.
Some great pizza. Believe me, those folks provided the pizza for us tonight with Comcast, all the guys on the crew, the broadcasters. Good pizza.
Hey, if you haven't been over to Giovanni's, do yourself a favor and get over there. That's a real treat. Second down and 10. A mix-up, and the ball just barely given to the fullback. A loss of about 1 yard there, and the blitz was on for the Tigers.
Steve Rangel. I'll tell you, I have never seen a Valencia team blitz this much. Aldridge is blitzing, Rangel's blitzing. There you see it. Rangel's right there to grab the ball. The ball carrier almost had the ball.
And that does it. Time runs out in the first period of play with the score. Valencia Tigers 7, the Anaheim Colonists nothing. We'll be back with the second period in just a moment.
The Los Angeles Rams are proud to be a sponsor of tonight's Central Conference playoff game. The Rams, now celebrating their 41st year in Southern California, have long been involved in numerous community events such as the Times Fund, the Registered Charities, an ongoing drug prevention program, and countless speaking engagements to youth groups throughout Los Angeles and Orange counties. Like this CIF playoff game featuring the best in prep sports, the Rams are a tradition still growing.
And the CIF tradition here, as there's going to be a flag, perhaps too much time, or encroachment on the side of the Tigers. It's a third down and 13. If you just join us, the Tigers went 51 yards with their first possession. It's offside. They'll lose 5. That'll bring up a third down and 8.
White. Third down.
Well, you know, after 17 years, Ted Mullen is not going to panic being behind 7-0. He's going to tell his team, and his team reflects his personality, Jim.
Well, when Billy Rose from Bolton called him this week to do the story, and we'll watch his pass here.
Joaquin Garcia can't pick it up as the pressure again coming from the Tiger defense with a blitz. There's number 41, John Aldridge, one more time.
When Rhodes calls him to say, you know, get the pregame quotes and everything, you figure you're going to get a white-knuckle guy on the other end of the line. He said, no, we're just going to try and score this week. That's all we want to do.
Well, your paper, the Anaheim Bulletin, had him in a cheerleader outfit. I don't think he was too upset.
Oh, he was not pleased with that. And for a small donation of $200, we will not show that on the air tonight. Ted, you have till the fourth quarter to get the money up here.
To punt, Aldez. Edwards with a fair catch. Good catch at the 15-yard line. Short punt. Tigers will take over. They lead it 7-0.
Which was that a fair catch or a good catch?
It was outstanding, I think. Not as good as his goal line catch for the touchdown.
That was
though.
amazing.
Can it be both? Can it be both?
Now, he's Mike Edwards, of course, being recruited by a lot of people, Russ, and he'd like to go somewhere where they would also look at him as a possible wide receiver and let him play some baseball.
That's right. He's an excellent baseball player, not only being an all-state football player.
From the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. The Tigers go back to work on the ground. Russ Kelly, but he's met right there. A loss back inside the 15-yard line. Outstanding play by the Colonists.
Here you see on the replay.
Saul Lopez makes that big hit for Anaheim.
He just claimed the territory and never gave it up.
Big number 79.
Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Well, the Tigers do use the clock.
Got an audible in here. He just audibleized something.
Navarrete back to throw, pressure on over the middle. Does Edwards hang on? They say yes, he did at the 21-yard line.
Marty Dunn, I believe that was, the big tight end.
Is that Marty? Excuse me, the tight end. Yeah, let's take a look at it one more time.
Blitz was on.
Jim
Everybody's
Sanchez
coming.
makes the
Nice
hit.
catch. How he ever held on that ball, never know.
Nice timing on Sanchez.
So 44 puts 44 down, a gain of 7 on the play. 3rd down and 5. Navarrete with play action under pressure, going for the sidelines, overthrown and out of bounds. The Colonists defense holds. The Tigers will have to punt it away.
Had that been a catchable ball, you might have seen a flag there because they got tangled up before it got there. But the referee saw that there was no way anybody was going to catch that, so smartly kept the flag in the pocket.
And you got to like Navarrete because that's another ball. He just throws it out of bounds. Let's go back and punt. Let the defense get back on the field.
Very smart quarterback.
All right, Joaquin Garcia waiting back at his own 35-yard line. Navarrete to punt it. Garcia, very dangerous punt returner. He has a 68-yarder in the books this year, but no blocking for him at the 35-yard line. He will go anywhere, 39, and that is just about it. And a whole set of troops there waiting for him, number 87, the main guy for the Tigers, Terrence Green.
Looked like Canadian football, didn't it?
Well, if there's anybody back there that wants the ball, it's Joaquin Garcia. And I don't think he'd like to have blockers, but he's the kind of guy that's dangerous. He can break a big one. He's got great moves. Quick, quick, quick is the word for that guy.
So the Colonists, who had a pretty good drive going last time, but it stalled. Right now, they're trying to tie it up. They trail 7-0. 10-minute mark, the second period of play here. We're at Glover's Stadium in the city of Anaheim. Garcia off the left side, gain of about 2 yards.
Guess who made the tackle?
Johnny Aldridge. 41. You got to know Johnny Aldridge by now, huh?
That's 5 tackles already.
He's playing inside linebacker, a rare position for him. He's mostly outside, and Johnny just blitzed inside, just took off and made the play in the backfield.
Only a junior at 6 feet, 170 pounds. He gets inside. He does.
Well, that's got to make
very well.
Marujo happy. I mean, there are 6 juniors starting on defense for Valencia.
Sure doesn't make the rest of the Orange League jump for joy, huh?
I take that back. Aldridge is an inside linebacker, right inside linebacker.
Garcia in motion, second down and 9. They fake the blitz. This time they pull out of it. A mix-up. Aldez keeps it himself. I don't know. The ball's loose, I guess. Valencia Tigers have it. Who picks it up?
14. Guess who?
Mike Edwards. So a mix-up right away. Aldez turned around, Russ, and really didn't have anybody there.
Well, those kind of mistakes can just kill you inside the 50 like that, your own territory. Now, this is going to motivate Valencia. They've been stopped the last 2 drives after that big touchdown. They come out in a hurry. Hey, they're going to keep that momentum going.
They go out and double Mike Edwards. I thought they were going to leave him out there man-to-man, but they go out and get him. Keith Leisure on the outside. Leisure can't turn the corner, though. Number 18 there to stop him. Done a great job tonight. Linebacker John Barber. Good pursuit along the line.
Other than that first series, I'm really impressed with Anaheim's defense. They are some scrappy kids. Pursuit angles are going great. You very seldom see a Keith Leisure run outside. I mean, he goes north and south, not east and west, and that time he was going west.
They're very scrappy, but the bad part is it's the outside guys and the DBs that are making the tackles, and I don't think anybody on defense, any coach, likes to see that.
There was that fumble.
Roll right
mixed
to him,
up an exchange.
2nd down and 8. Navarrete play action, steps in the pocket, goes long, has Luna, can't find him. Rob Luna open at the 15-yard line. Navarrete with a pretty good ball.
Excellent ball. He's not afraid to throw that football. Good protection. He stepped up into the pocket, which all good quarterbacks do, and zipped it. That ball was 30, 40 yards on a line. Those are called frozen ropes.
I want to know is why does Navarrete think that he has to quit football? He told me, well, I'm too small to be playing this game. Oh, 5'11", oh, sure, that's not your computer printout quarterback, but, you know, there's some JCs that he can play at.
He's got a good arm. Give himself a couple years. He's 3 of 5, 15 yards and a touchdown.
This is his first year he's played quarterback, right here.
That's right. He came from wide receiver, I believe. 3rd down and 9. Play action again. Navarrete, he can go in the middle, and he can't get it done. Number 65 stops him with some help from his buddies.
Now, if Anaheim can keep playing defense like that and give their offense time to get organized, get Coach Mullen there to get them organized, we've got ourselves a good ball game. There you see the coach.
Joe Rodriguez made the stop, so Navarrete will have to go back and punt. They bring 10 men on the line of scrimmage. Let's see if the Colonists come after this one.
Here they come.
Good snap back. Navarrete, a nice punt. Garcia lets it go over his head. It bounds into the corner. That will be a touchback, just barely.
That was a darn good punt.
Beautiful punt of 44 yards by Robert Navarrete.
That was close to being a beer can ball there.
Let me
non-returnable.
Get in a quick commercial for Navarrete. I think he should take a little more time and rethink that decision that this is, you know, it for football. Of course, it's not my body they're going to be beating up years from now. But you can see he's an athlete and he knows the game of football. I don't know.
Well, there's a local JC right there in his area that's got some great coaching there at FJC Fullerton.
On the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, so the fumble didn't cost him anything. Gerald Holloway. Holloway with a move to the 32-yard line, 1st down. Gerald Holloway tackled by Roskelly, but not before 12 yards and a 1st down for the Colonists. Now, we were looking at films of the first game. That was an effective play the first time around. Let's take a look at it.
Very effective. Holloway plays the flanker position, and there you see him get outside. Now, this guy is big, strong, and quick.
That's the play they tried that they fumbled on the last series. That's the exact play they were trying to do, but they mixed it up last time.
1st down and 10. Aldez gives straight up the middle. Smith over the 35 to the 37-yard line. Another underrated player, Craig Smith, who's listed at 5'10", 180. Every time we see him, we say he's got to be 6 feet, about 190, 200.
He's got some big legs. We saw him down there on the field before the ball game. He looks tough to me. I'd hate to have to tackle him.
4 touchdowns in a year with only 392 yards. Of course, in Ted Mullen's I formation, something he says he won't run anything else. The I-back's going to get most of the yardage. That's the case on the Colonist team. 2nd down and 7. Aldez may be checking off at the line. Movement on the right side. Sophomore Jason Gold. Come on, your brother Todd's in the stands. He's not going to forgive you for that.
Yeah, centers will tell you, at least we know the count.
Jason Gold is an excellent tight end for a junior. Now, sophomore, I'm sorry. We saw it earlier in that ball game where Anaheim lost 21-0. He caught a long pass, took it in for a score, and they called it back, I believe. I was very impressed. He's got great speed, good size, good blocker, only a sophomore.
That play cost him 5 yards. It'll be a 2nd down, and let's call it 12 right now. Holloway split out wide to the left. Single coverage by Roskelly.
I think we're going to see a foot race here.
Matt Patterson, single coverage to the top. Let's see if Anaheim comes. Here comes Aldridge on the blitz. Backside, he's picked up well. Out to Smith. Smith will be short of the 1st down at the 37-yard line. Brought down by Nacho Garcia, one of the unsung heroes of the secondary. Mike Edwards gets all the ink. Nacho just keeps knocking folks down.
Well, Aldez does a good job of getting the ball outside. And there's Nacho to make the play. Now, Valencia is a team that's only given up 7 points on an average all year long. They've had 5 shutouts. Anaheim knows it, too. They're working on them right now.
3rd down and 7. The Colonists trying to keep something going. Aldridge in there again, causes the fumble. Tigers pick it up, 51. Right there to scoop it up, Steve Rangel. But Johnny Aldridge caused that fumble.
This guy is playing insane tonight. He is everywhere.
Well, Aldridge right now has 5 tackles and a forced fumble. Other than that, you know, he hasn't done much.
Well, they've seen something. Coach Maru definitely, his staff has saw something in the game films all week long, and he's decided to blitz those inside linebackers, and believe me, folks, it's working.
Good thing that Johnny Aldridge did not miss the team bus, huh? 1st and 10. Leisure off the left side and 31-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. So the Colonists, the 2 turnovers caused by the fumbles, have put the defense in precarious position. Right now, 5:11 to go. The Colonists would just like to hang on here, perhaps hold them only to a 3-pointer, Russ.
Well, you put your defense in a situation like that time and time again, it's going to make it difficult for those guys to keep hanging in there. They get tired.
2nd down and 7. Navarrete calling signals, pitches to Leisure. Blockers up front, but the Anaheim Colonists do a great job from the backside. Number 75, good pursuit by Ramon Gutierrez. Also 79, Saul Lopez. Again, not real big, but they have great pursuit down the line.
Saul Lopez has had a great year. Great year. He should be proud of what he's done.
They've got the great angles on the ball. You saw their Leisure try to get outside. Short side of the field, there's just no place to go. Those blue jerseys are everywhere.
3rd down and 6. Tigers trying to capitalize on the fumble. Ross Kelly off the right side. Randy for the first down to the 23-yard line.
What a great block.
Flag down.
I think we might have a holding call.
And they're going to call it on Leisure.
Randy Roskelly found the hole and found the first down, but the flags hold it up. Mike Marujo looking on to see what it is. Yep, you're right. Holding against the Tigers. Take a look at it, see if we can find it.
The 43 makes the blocker. They're calling holding there.
Called it on Leisure, I believe. You're right, Jimmy. Good play, though. Got Roskelly outside. Now, Roskelly's had over 900 yards this season himself. You got a back in Leisure that's got close to 1,400 yards, and you got Roskelly with 900 yards, and you got a quarterback with 1,200 yards throwing. That's the definition of a balanced offense, I believe.
That's why you're 11-2 in the finals, huh? You guys recognize that holding real well. Russ, I know why you could see it.
How'd I pick that up?
Jimmy must have learned it from another source. 2 penalties for the Anaheim Colonists, 1 for the Tigers. That was the big one. Back to the 41-yard line. 3rd down and 17. Navarrete can't get out. He goes down.
Oh, big sack.
Hector Carlos.
That's 2 3rd down and long situations where Navarrete has taken the sack.
How does a 5'8" guy fight off a good offensive line?
Plenty of time.
And look at this. He fought him off. Fought off the block of Leisure and came over and made the stop.
Sheer tenacity.
And a 4th down. Navarrete again will have to punt it away. His last effort, 44 yards. Just about the same spot. This one will not get the same results unless he gets a bounce. Put down by Terrence Green, and not too bad. At the 18-yard line, the Colonists held on. Well, it didn't cost them anything for the turnover. And Quaker State helping us tonight, right?
Hey, folks, Quaker State Motor Oils with QSX has helped millions of Americans keep their cars running smoothly. Known for its great protection, Quaker State is a quality motor oil you can count on to help your car run mile after trouble-free mile. Change your oil regularly according to the manufacturer's recommendation. Change it to Quaker State with QSX quality. Available at leading car dealers, auto parts stores, and garages throughout Southern California. Quaker State. Hey, thanks, folks. All the great people at Quaker State, you made this game possible.
And motion.
They're worried.
They call here.
You see that? They're worried about the blitz now on the linebackers, and they're trying to pick it up before the count.
Well, you got them thinking, and that's what you can do if you can continue the blitz. Right now, Anaheim has to try to find something to counter that blitzer, primarily John Aldridge coming from the inside.
That's exactly who they're after that time. Aldridge started across the line, and the offensive lineman of Anaheim wanted to counter it, and he did a little too soon.
You can bet he's driving that left offensive guard for Anaheim crazy. That's big Carlos Simone. Carlos going, hey, wait a minute. I've never seen a guy do this on film. What's he doing?
2:32 to go, the first half of play. The Colonists trying to hang on. Garcia not much towards the 15-yard line. That'll be all Fred Jenkins.
Want to guess who's at the bottom?
And John Aldridge, a 41, and 51, Steve Rangel. You're right. Aldridge plugging up all the holes, and Garcia has not had much luck tonight. 8 carries for 17 yards.
Russ, it looks like they're letting Aldridge pretty much freelance in there. I mean, he's going any place he wants, lining up anywhere he wants, and so far he's been right.
Well, for a guy 6 foot, 170 pounds, going against a guard by Simone, 6'3", 235, he's doing a heck of a job.
Aldridge again, you see him, 41, stepping up, ready to blitz. Second down and 14. Thrown over and knocked away. A great play by Mike Edwards.
Big Mike. What a headhunter.
Gerald Holloway came over, and Edwards stuck him right at the 20-yard line.
A couple of people stood up and applauded. They were college scouts.
Here it is again.
Watch this hit, folks. Yeah.
Timing.
That's fun to watch. Of course, not for Gerald
look who's
Holloway.
right there, too.
Aldridge at the bottom, maybe waiting for something, huh?
Somebody got to drop a ball here for me?
Third down and 14. I was a little surprised with 1:46 to go, deep in their own territory. The Colonists just didn't try to run the clock out there.
No. What do you have to lose, right?
The game.
No.
Mike Edwards, you saw 14 on the third down and 14 now.
Look at this.
Here comes Aldridge. Can't get him. Ball over the middle. Holloway there at the 35-yard line. First down, the Colonists. Ross Kelly and Nacho Garcia, but not before a first down. Aldez did a great job getting under John Aldridge.
Well, what Valencia did, they blitzed their inside linebackers, which forces the secondary to go man-to-man, and there's just no way they could go man-to-man on that big fella. Aldez was lucky to get that ball off. He sidestepped Aldridge. Aldridge was blitzing, and he got the ball off. I don't know how. It was a duck, but he got there.
But Holloway was under the covers, the only open spot in that middle zone, and he was there.
First and 10 from the 36-yard line. They give to Garcia. No, it's a reverse. Holloway a 360 spin to the 45-yard line. A minute 13 to go. Well, he's got the fans warmed up here anyway.
This is why that Ted Mullen decided not to just run it out down there. Even if he doesn't get the point, he's going to excite these people. You go in halftime, rip a few lockers out. You never know what happens.
Good spin move by the big fella.
Change that one digit. He looked like the past running back for the LA Rams, Eric Dickerson. Who?
What's his name, huh?
Where, oh, where are you now?
He may be with a Super Bowl team with Indianapolis, huh?
That's a possibility.
Holloway, 6 feet, 200-pounder with 12 receptions this year. Runs the ball pretty well, too. He gets it a lot out of that slot back formation.
Yeah, he does. It's an interesting formation. We were studying it tonight. Before the game, we were going, now, wait a minute. What exactly is the purpose of this flanker always going in motion? And it seemed to help him tonight.
1:04 to go. Colonists trying to tie it up here. They trail at 7-0. Second period of play. Holloway, 21 yards in the air, 21 yards rushing.
Minute left, they're going to have to put it up.
Smith in motion. No blitz this time. Fake reverse. Aldez going long, real long. Guy Shepard there for the interception. Shepard has room on the left side at the 40, 50. Shepard at the 45. Flag down at the 35-yard line.
Not often you see a guy intercepting call for a fair catch.
Aldez overthrew that time by a long distance.
And he's also laying on the ground right now. He has taken a shot there on the sidelines, laying down. He's injured.
Let's take a look at it, Russ.
Well, Aldez has all the time in the world, and he just throws that ball up for grabs. That ball was nowhere near his receiver, and there was the interception.
Guy
Shepard down the field. I don't know where Aldez got hit. Possibly could have been the clip.
He's still down, too.
I sure hope it wasn't a clip. I hope one of the players didn't take a shot at the quarterback.
Let's listen in.
Yeah, clipping on the run back. First down, White.
kind of a scary feeling when you see your quarterback laying on the field, or any player for that matter, after a clipping call. Unfortunately, due to the nature of a defensive player, they're taught on an interception, hey, go get the quarterback. That's the first guy all the defensive linemen and the linebackers look for. When they get the interception, go kill the quarterback.
Nah.
Nature of the game, folks.
I'm shocked.
I know when there was an interception, I put my head on a swivel, because here comes the cheap shots, folks. Because you've been cutting a guy, or you've been giving out cheap shots, or you've been caught holding this guy. They're looking for you. It's their time to take advantage of you.
You mean 8 years with the Lions and 2 years with the Rams, you actually irritated some people, Russ?
Just the fans.
All right, we're going to take a little time out here. We're waiting to see the condition of Robert Aldez. We'll be back with more. 49 seconds to go. Second period of play. Tigers lead it 7-0. Robert Aldez walking off with some help. You can see that injured right knee. He's had some padding and some bracing on that throughout the season. And right now, well, whether he'll be back or not, we'll just have to wait and see. But he's walking pretty well right now, Jim.
He missed a couple games early this year, missed a couple of quarters on games that he came back, and same kind of shot on that same knee.
48 seconds to go. The Tigers with the clip moved, the ball moved back into their own territory at the 46-yard line. Now they spread it out. Let's see if Navarrete goes up top. Clock running at 37 seconds to go. Robert fakes, gives to Leisure. Leisure over the left side. Keith at the 40, barrels his way inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. Timeout called by the Tigers. They might be able to turn this third turnover of the game into some points.
Well, they've got time, 29 seconds.
Well, the way the Anaheim defense is playing, I don't think 7's going to win it.
Valencia spread them out like they were going to throw the ball, and then went with the draw to Leisure. Caught the inside linebackers looking.
Again, the formation is dictating one thing to the defense, and all of a sudden Valencia comes back with something else.
Danny Pasillas, number 1, warming up. 6'1", 165-pounder. Hasn't had a lot of experience this year, but he's had some time at the helm. He may be called on tonight to bring his team from behind. Good-looking passer. Not much experience, though. 1st and 10, 29 seconds to go. The Tigers inside the territory of the Colonists. Play-action fake. Screen to the right. Ross Kelly flagged down. A great tackle.
It was so great. He was clipped. He was illegally blocked from behind and still made the tackle.
Super play. I believe John Barber, number 18. Yes, it is.
Johnny Barber.
Like Aldridge on the other side, Barber's been doing a great job.
You can see, you'll see he is being taken from behind. See?
Still makes the play.
Gets clipped right into him, huh? 22 seconds to
It
go.
was more of a tackle.
Talking it over with Oscar Ramirez, and let's see what they decide to do here. Halftime, we're going to try to have a couple of people for you from the past. Mickey Flynn, we hope, comes up and talks to us. Also going to try to talk to Ron Kozort, the Valencia Tiger principal. Some of the other folks, Stan Thomas of the CIF.
White. Still first down.
You saw it. Yes, it's clipping. Back almost to where they were before at the 44-yard line.
I think Valencia was hoping they could get in field goal range. This puts a little cramp in their style.
The only way they're getting field goal range is they turn and kick it the other way.
13 seconds, clock running. This should be the last play of the first half. 8 seconds now, and Navarrete back to throw. Trying to go long, looking for Edwards. Edwards in a little shoving match, and a flag goes down.
That's offensive.
Looks like Edwards reached out and pushed Wong away.
Exactly. Let's see how they call it, but it sure looked like...
2 seconds to go. Let's see what they decide. I believe it is. You're right, Jimmy. Should be offensive interference against Mike Edwards.
That's lost it down.
Well, folks, this is going to be an interesting second half.
Take a look at it. Let's see what we have. Navarrete going long here, and Edwards has to reach up and try to get it. Little push away.
Well, the ball wasn't really catchable, looking over his shoulder like that.
Well, you want to kick the field goal, just turn around and do it.
Closer now at the 29-yard line. First down and 26. More than that right now. They have to go from the 29 all the way down to the 29 of Anaheim.
Hey, they got to get back to the 91 freeway for their first down.
3rd north. I think they'll just run it out here with 2 seconds to go, but Navarrette's going to go back to throw. One more time under pressure, but he will go down. Another sack, Saul Lopez, 79. That ends a brilliant first half of play here. Great defense. Saw some excellent things going on. 7-0 the Tigers at halftime. We'll be back with stats, halftime activities, and a whole lot more. Comcast Cable bringing you the 1987 CIF Central Conference Championship. And back here at halftime, Valencia 7, Anaheim nothing here. CIF Central Conference Finals. Lon Bronk along with Russ Bollinger, Jimmy Ruffalo here high atop Glover Stadium. And statistician Brad Blankenship put together the numbers for us. They're not too far apart for the first half. The major score 7-0, Valencia up, but a fine first half of action nonetheless. Navarrete 3 of 6 for 15 yards and a TD. But gentlemen, you see the total yardage there, not too impressive on either side.
No, it's not. And as you know, for Anaheim to get back in this ball game, they're going to have to throw that ball. And Aldez, we don't know if he might be questionable. It looks like he's okay and ready to go. An interesting statistic here, the secondary for Valencia has only allowed 2 touchdowns passing in 13 games. One the first game of the season and one in the playoffs. So good luck, Anaheim.
We'll receive. Okay, shake hands. Have a great second half.
There was one telling statistic there on turnovers. 3 turnovers, Anaheim lost ball, and yet did not cost them a point.
Exactly.
Good defense.
Tough
Remarkable
defense.
good defense.
Credit the Colonist defense, a team that gave up about 9 points per game, during the 1987 season. So they really were at the wall, so to speak, with their backs up against the wall, and they held up very nicely, only giving up 7 points. Mike Marujo and staff trying to keep warm. Yeah, it's a little brisk out here. Tiger head coach, 5 consecutive Orange League titles.
Wouldn't you love to have heard the locker room speeches on both sides?
I wish I would have been a mouse in Coach Mullen's pocket.
We talked about the assistant coaches with Anaheim. Harry Dolan, Todd Borowski, Kurt Pike, and Fred DePalma, the assistants with Mike Marujo. Good group of men over there, too.
Harry Dolan is the defensive coordinator and is the man responsible for that defense, giving up only 6.8 seasons per game all year long.
Hope Ted appreciates the raise we got him.
Yeah, you worked that real nice. Rivera to kick off. A squibber again. Pasillas, the quarterback, picks it up at the 24-yard line. Danny Pasillas to the 35, stacked up there and goes down. Let's look for number 11. No report on Robert Aldez, and let's see if number 1, Dan Pasillas, stays in. He does.
Sure does.
Well, this will put an interesting twist into the ball game.
What's even more interesting is he was still on the kicking team.
That is interesting. Of course, they were probably afraid to change that situation. You noticed who they kicked to.
Exactly.
Also.
Find out what you're going to do.
That's a little dangerous. Hey, it's all dangerous. It's football, folks.
Ah, look at the formation. Brand new.
Pasillas on the year, only 18 of 51 for 254 yards to Garcia. Garcia plows ahead for about 3 yards.
Went right into a power formation.
And they went to Joaquin Garcia. I have a feeling that Anaheim is going to go back to power football. You're going to see a lot of Joaquin Garcia. I'm sure Mullen has told his offensive line, look, guys, for us to win this ball game, you're going to have to come off the ball and start surging people backwards.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 38-yard line. Pasillas only a 35% passer, so they need to do it on the ground. And again, Garcia gets the call off the left side. Short yardage again over the 40-yard line to the 41.
Aldez is standing next to Mullen. It looks like he's all in one piece.
Garcia is the type of running back that has to carry the ball 30 times just to get warm. This guy gets better as the game goes along.
Charlie White.
He
Not
is
big.
Mr. Breakdancer. Has his own breakdancer group. This guy's got moves you've never seen, folks. Stick around.
You can see the wind here a factor tonight, but not for the football game, only for the hairstyles of the cheerleaders.
Wide right. 3rd
down and 6. Garcia in motion to the bottom of the screen. Picked up by Garcia.
He's live.
Pasillas over the middle. Incomplete. Jason Gold had a hand on it. John Aldridge there on the coverage. That pass should probably have been caught by the sophomore tight end goal. Nice ball by Pasillas, really. Take a look at it again. Let's see if it's catchable, Russ.
Very much so. That ball was catchable. Jason just didn't find the handle.
Jason
He
might
will,
have been
though.
looking downfield, huh?
Guarantee that kid Jason Gold is a player.
Aldez, normally the punter. Let's see if he's in there to punt. He is, so the right leg must be pretty good. He gets it back. Garcia does a 360. Gets blocking, but I don't think he's going to get away. Yes, he does, off the right side and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Belted out of bounds there by Steve Van Kuren. And Aldez comes limping off the field, punting with that right leg. Amazing.
Look at it. He can hardly get back to the sideline. That's a pretty good return.
Great return by Garcia.
There you see the troops get some of that cold ice water on a cold, chilly night.
First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Roskelly in the eye, and he gets it. Up the middle. Good yardage on first down. Gain of about 4. Tackle again made by Joe Rodriguez from the linebacker spot. Roskelly in the first half, only 3 carries for 8 yards.
With some nice blocks.
Had some excellent blocks for Leisure. Leisure with 11 carries for 66 yards.
Say Valencia was rushing at a leisurely pace.
Very leisurely. Second down and 7. Gain of 3 on that first play. Double wing formation this time. They give it to on the reverse to Roskelly. Stretched out very nice. Wang there. Belted down.
Ball down.
Loose.
Ball down.
Anaheim has it. I believe it was Joe Rodriguez, 65, who picked it up. Let's see. Also there, Jim Sanchez.
I think it was Sanchez that came up with it.
Let's take a look at it.
Well, there goes Roskelly outside. Nice stiff arm. Here's where second, third effort. Lots of blue jerseys. Ball comes up.
We lost it.
Anaheim has the ball. First big turnover of the game for them.
Tongalava, 35, knocked it out, Russ, and you're right. They get a turnover on their side.
Tongalava did a great job of coming down the side of stretching it out like that and getting outside on Roskelly.
Looks like a power I formation. This particular formation, Pasillas on the reverse to Holloway. Good block
Rangel.
up front.
Nice block by the
pull
big
Rangel.
fella. That was Simone, the big left guard.
Marty Dunn there.
Marty Dunn. Watch Marty Dunn get put on his back here by the big right guard. Right here, folks.
Rangel chase it from behind.
It's called a trap block.
That's why it's called that.
He wasn't looking, huh? Gain, let's give him 1 on a play. He earned it. Second down and 9. Anaheim trying to capitalize on their first turnover on their side. Off the right side, Smith won't get anywhere.
Rangel.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Rangel one more time. The junior linebacker from a family of excellent football players.
And, you know, we don't want to jinx him, but next year is his senior year, and the whole family's counting on him to get in the All-Star game.
Dad was supposed to go in the All-Star game. What was it, 63? 62. It was canceled. Robert, of course, with the unfortunate accident that kept him out of the game a couple seasons ago. Steve, now the...
Hope
he'll
of the
be
family.
there.
That's it.
He'll be there.
Plays like that, he will.
Coach Mullins a little upset with the band and the cheerleaders. He said, hey,
was...
can you keep the noise down here? We're trying to put a drive together.
Third down and 9. Pasillas spins away over the middle.
Early. That's early.
There's a flag.
That's early.
Gotta be, yes. Fairly easy to call. Nacho Garcia trying to make the timing there, and a good ball delivered by Dan Pasillas. Interference against the Tigers. Well, another break.
Now this could get real interesting. Look at this crowd.
So far, the key to Anaheim's success is picking up the blitz of Aldridge. They've done it twice, made 2 long gains out of it.
One way to rate a coaching staff, Russ, is what they do at halftime to correct things. Looks like Anaheim has made some corrections in offensively.
They're starting to pick up those blitzing linebackers, and Valencia has committed to that blitz. And it'll be interesting to see if they go away from that and go back to playing regular.
Pass interference. White. First down.
You can imagine Coach Marujo would like to keep the pressure on the new quarterback in there and get him the jittery feet, put some pressure on him, make him do the wrong things out there.
Well, he's looked good on his first two passes.
Yes, he has.
7-0 to score, 7:31 to go, third period of play. Anaheim, a team nobody counted on being here. Power I formation, 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Pasillas, a fake pitch, a counter to Holloway, 360 spin, another 360.
Oh, my!
At the 15, inside the 15 to the 12-yard line, Gerald Holloway.
Tell the guys in the truck to take the tape of that one and put it on the highlight roll.
That was one spin move, 2 spin moves, 3.
And breaks
That's
the
an
tackle.
incredible run.
Holloway,
My, oh,
258 yards rushing, and he's got that 360. He could break dance with Joaquin Garcia, can't he?
He can break it down.
Holloway with good size,
The
too,
question
6
is-
feet, 200 pounds.
If he's breaking it down, can he come up smelling funky? Yes, on that one he did.
Anaheim trying to come up smelling funky themselves, trying to get a first down here inside the 15, near the 12-yard line, trying to capitalize on the Tiger turnover. Just a little bit short, 2nd down and inches.
It's a good play to be a little bit short. I mean, it's a good place on the field to be a little bit short on 2nd down.
Dan Pasillas forced into action. Aldez with the banged up knee.
Back into the power.
Power I formation. Pasillas gives it to Garcia. Garcia stacked up nicely by the Tiger defense. He might have the first down. He didn't have much to go.
That's okay. He didn't get much.
This is really going to test that Valencia defense.
Greg Martin, number 30, coming up from the bottom of the pile. Let's see where they mark it. And no declaration made. I think they're going to have to bring it in and measure one more time. Well, Russ, you said it right away. They had to go to some power, and they have been doing that. But how about Danny Pasillas coming in? Good deliveries, a little bit of help on the interception, but he had the ball there. Without the, with the pass interference, that ball would have been caught.
That's true. He's kept his poise. That's so crucial when a new quarterback comes into the game. Also, the exchange from the center always scares me. When you have a new quarterback coming into the game, you're going to see that ball on the ground once or twice. That hasn't happened. He's playing with a lot of confidence.
Got a sophomore center in Ryan Yara, too, at 5'11", 215. 3rd down and inches. Looked like movement there. I don't see a flag. And that will be a first down near the 10-yard line. Jimmy, did you see some movement?
Saw a lot of movement on the right-hand side.
I didn't see any movement.
It's all academic because if there's no flag, there's no movement.
That's
exactly.
right. No flag. There is
The
no
zebras
penalty.
make that call, not us.
Now that ball's just inside the 10, so it's 1st and goal. They cannot get the first down. 6:33 to go. The Tigers lead at 7-0, but Anaheim knocking at the door. Spread out formation with Garcia in motion to the top of the screen. Pasillas, play action, gets it off or not. I don't know.
Now, sack.
Nope, couldn't get it away.
Who is it?
41.
Who else?
41. Have we called his number?
Johnny Aldridge, Mr. Quaker State tonight.
He's
That's right.
working
We
on
picked
it, huh?
one tonight, don't we?
Quaker
We picked
State
the
player of the
Quaker
game.
State.
You can see a little bit of a mix-up here, and that's to be expected. Aldridge finally puts Pasillas down, and that looked like a little mix-up in the footwork of Dan Pasillas right there, Russ.
I think it was a possible play-action pass. And Aldridge shot the gap. Only a junior.
Loss of
comes again.
4,
Gets picked
2nd
up
and
this
14, rolls out of the coverage. Going long, looking in the end zone, incomplete. Nacho Garcia on the coverage, and he's saying, hey, I got mixed up a little bit here. But no call made on the play.
He's wondering where his support was.
Pasillas had some time there.
Supposed to be a cornerback on the short part of that.
Garcia out there trying to come from the tailback spot, so 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. Now, Aldez is also the place kicker. With 4 field goals on the year, that injured right leg might change the plans of Ted Mullen and his staff if they have to go to the field goal. 3rd and goal this time. Let's see if the Tigers come with a blitz.
Triple right.
Pasillas, here comes the blitz over the middle.
Oh, we're going to call that.
Yes. Mike Edwards, right hand, on the man, left hand on the ball.
Automatic
He doesn't
first
like
down.
it.
Now, Mike was going for the ball. Unfortunately, he hit the receiver before he got to the ball. That's the true definition of pass interference.
If we see it again, let's look at that right hand of Mike Edwards and see if he doesn't put it on
The way the rule
receiver.
reads, there must be force exerted with the hand on the man. You can place your hand on the man, and it doesn't show on this replay. You can place the hand on the man as long as there's no force exerted. You can stabilize yourself, find out where you are with that outside hand.
No, as long as you're going for the ball, though, which Mike was doing. He was going for the ball. Unfortunately, he went through the receiver before the ball got there.
Of course,
You
what
have to
that
give that
does,
receiver a fair chance to catch the ball.
and it gives Anaheim a first down, so first and goal at the 7. Garcia steps inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. So from 3rd and goal on the 14, they went to first and goal from the 7. Not bad at all. Martin on the tackle. 2nd down and goal inside the 5. Let's call it the 4-yard line.
Now, I'd hate to be in Harry Dolan's shoe right now. He's the defensive coordinator for Valencia. And this is a tough situation for him, ladies and gentlemen. He's got to make the right call here. This is a crucial time in the ball game right now. Anaheim scores. It's all tied up. We got ourselves a game.
Here's the chess match. A
He
power
shuts him out.
formation.
If he shuts him out, game's over.
Garcia
Nice
move inside towards the goal line, but he comes up short. Excellent move by Joaquin Garcia, stepping up inside the block.
Yeah, the hole wasn't there, so he took it back where it was.
You see how close it is right there, inside the 1. Let's say it's 3rd and goal.
That was a quick breakdancing move to his inside.
Ross Kelly saved the tackle, or saved the touchdown with his tackle.
This
Let's see what the
crowd is
Colonists
going
come up with
crazy.
here. Goal line defense for the Tigers. They lead it 7-0.
Fake to Garcia, counter the other way, you're in.
Folks, if you see your monitor moving, it's not us. It's this crazy crowd. They're shaking the stand.
From the 1-yard line, Garcia sets it, gives it to
Fumble.
Smith, a fumble. Let's see who has it.
It's still
Still
loose.
loose, Valencia Tigers.
Nacho Garcia has the ball. What a play. Knocking on the door.
Flags fly.
You know what's going
Tempers
on there.
flaring right there. A mix-up on that play, it looked like, on the exchange. The ball bounced around. Garcia came up with it. A little extracurricular activity afterwards, and let's see who the call goes against. Joaquin takes off the helmet in disgust. Now, if we get a chance to see that again, let's see if there's an exchange problem.
Well, there's definitely an exchange problem. He never got the ball up and years ago.
3rd down and 7. Navarrete back to throw in his own territory. Going long to Dunn. Was that a penalty? I guess not. Incidental bumping at the 35-yard line. Marujo thinks some more of it, though. He's out on the field talking about it. So the Tigers will have to punt it away. The Colonists should get great field position. But if the Anaheim Colonists lose this game, there'll be a lot of talk about that fumble at the 1-yard line, Russ.
Unfortunately, that's what the fans will always remember.
Still plenty of time. 2:28 to go, 3rd period of play. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we are bringing it to you. We waited a long time. We've got the best game going for you right now. Navarrete high. Joaquin Garcia goes back and fair catches it at the 47-yard line. The Colonists will take over from that spot.
That ball was close to being blocked. Anaheim had the rush on, and they got very close.
All right, now, gentlemen, Anaheim proved they could move the ball in their first possession of the second half. They kept the ball a long time on that turnover possession. Didn't cash it in, but really, they showed they could move the ball, Jim.
I think the power game, as Russ has said. The minute they went to that, they started dictating the terms to the trench.
Right now, the terms are 1st and 10. They trail it by 7. Pasillas on the counter, gives it to Garcia. Garcia to the 40, 35, 33-yard line. Good blocking on the right side. Cusack and Guerrero over there with tight end Jason Gold. Tackle made by Guy Shepard, but not before a very nice gain and a first down. Take a look at it, Jimmy.
Here comes Joaquin. This is the guy they got to get the ball to. Mr. Clutch.
Great defensive play by Shepard. When you think about it, he had to play off the wide receiver.
Macias gives it, nope. Play action over the middle. Complete.
Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it.
No, he didn't hang on to it, Jerry Gonzalez. But how about the delivery from Dan Macias?
Right on the money.
This kid can throw the football. He stands in there real well.
Good
nice
time.
play action.
Good time.
Good play. Drills the ball. Ball was on the money.
Coverage by Shepard. Shepard got around there and had a hand in knocking that ball away.
Marty grabbed the elbows. That's how you keep a pass from being complete.
Shepard has 7 interceptions on the year, and he's got 1 tonight. I'd stay away from that guy.
He and Edwards are a 1-2 punch back there defensively. Garcia steps out to the outside, cannot get away. Is that Steve Rangel again? Yes, it is.
If you're going to counter, somebody better get in the way, right, of the linebacker.
Takes speed, Russ.
Tonight's CIF Central Conference Final is being brought to you by, in part, McNair Sports Development, a company which has provided speed development for all sports and all ages. Jack Elway, head football coach at Stanford University, has called it the most outstanding speed development program in the country. Check it out, McNair's Sports Development.
And
Preset 40
Kevin
time
for helping us.
That's right. Preset 40 time for you young kids that are playing high school football. They want to improve that 40 time. This is the guy to call.
Macias back to throw, has time going over the middle. Incomplete. Craig Smith had it.
Oh my.
2 balls dropped in a row on 3rd down and 11. That should have been a first down catch.
In defense of the receiver, when the first Colony receiver went up for it, you kind of screen the guy off. You really take away from his concentration.
Holloway,
He's
28,
not
was
even
there
live
first,
on that
and let's
one.
take a look at what you're talking about, Jim.
See a straight drop back.
That's a catchable ball. No
Jason
excuse.
Gold got his hands up, thought the ball was to him.
Craig Smith, he's going to catch that 9 times out of 10, and probably in his dreams tonight. Ball on the ground, Aldez, good athlete. It's at the 5, bouncing around Anaheim. Downs it at the 1-yard line, but a flag is down. Let's see what the flag is. May have been
On Mike Edwards for blocking.
Edwards made the fair catch signal, and I believe he went out and got somebody.
Heads up, boys. We're going to get another chance. We're going to get it back.
Let's see now. That's before a change of possession, but after the punt, so let's see what they do with this.
That'll be Valencia's ball. If it was that call, it'll be Valencia's ball. But they'll be playing at about the 4.
Ted Mullen working there. Yeah, you got a little wry smile there.
Get after him, Teddy.
He's
Coach
been there a
Mullen.
long time, huh? How many finals now? 5 conference finals for Ted Mullen, I believe. He's won 2 of them. Trying to win his 3rd conference title, 3 different schools. As Jimmy told you earlier, he would join Dick Hill in very exclusive company. We'll see what happens. Illegal block. That was against Valencia, so that's going to march him back a little bit. But I think they have the right to refuse it. And let's see, they're going to go back to the original line of scrimmage now and march off yardage. I don't know. If that's what they're doing, they're saying, wait a minute, everybody come up here. That's a first down Anaheim.
Got the spot. Okay, blocking below the waist. First down.
Well, I guess I'm wrong. I thought after the punt that you didn't mark it off against the possession.
Marujo is not buying this at all.
I'm confused.
We may not be the only ones.
Well, Mike is not too vocal on the sideline, so he marches, stomps a little, goes back, and he hasn't asked for an explanation. So
The ball was
he's
punted.
accepting
The infraction happened after the punt,
after the punt.
and they give him the first down.
All right, Anaheim has the ball. A great break for them at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Pasillas, well, that could be intercepted. Almost is by Nacho Man.
Nacho Garcia. This guy's something else. Returns punts, flying around in secondary, aggressive.
He's another underrated performer in that defense. Mike Edwards, of course, deservedly so, getting a lot of ink. But number 8, Nacho Garcia, and Guy Shepard, number 4, tremendous backs along with Randy Roskelley, number 42. As you said, Nacho does it all. Pasillas 0 for 5 passing, but I'll tell you what, he's not going to take his receivers out to dinner tonight.
Well, he's 5 for 5 on putting it on the money.
Yes, he is. coming in, subbing for Robert Aldez. Second down and 10. Here comes the blitz on a counter. They give it to Garcia. Garcia inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Well, they blitz from the right side with Aldridge. They countered to the right, and that was the play to call against that defense.
Johnny Aldridge guessed wrong on that one. That's the trouble when you blitz. It might work for a while, but sometimes it puts you in a position where you get hurt badly. Now, if they're going to throw the ball, let me remind you that there's been 22 interceptions by the secondary and 3 others by defensive linemen linebackers for Valencia. That's a total of 25 interceptions. Let's keep the ball on the ground.
One of those Jenkins returned for a touchdown. One of those lineman interceptions.
Casillas, 3rd down and 4 on the counter. Garcia inside the 10, first down to the 6-yard line.
Big first down. Whoa.
Time expires. 3rd period of play. Don't you dare go away. After 3, 7-0. We'll be back. Period coming up. Comcast bringing you the Central Conference Finals for 1987.
The Los Angeles Rams are proud to be a sponsor of tonight's Central Conference playoff game. The Rams, now celebrating their 41st year in Southern California, have long been involved in numerous community events such as the Times Fund, the Registered Charities, an ongoing drug prevention program, and countless speaking engagements to youth groups throughout Los Angeles and Orange counties. Like this CIF playoff game featuring the best in prep sports, the Rams are a tradition still growing.
And we are back here, 4th period of play, about to get underway. First down and goal from the 6-yard line. The Colonists trail at 7-0. They are trying to catch up here. Now, the last time down at the Tiger goal line, they fumbled the ball. Power I formation, ball down. Casillas falls on it, but that's going to cost them a yard or 2.
Got a question for you, gentlemen. If Anaheim scores here, what do? We kick with an injured kicker, or do we go for 2 to win?
Well, it's a little early to go for 2.
But your kicker, not in the best shape.
Well, he has been punting. Be interesting to see if he can do the point after. Right now, the Valencia Tigers trying to make it 6 shutouts for 1987. That's all that's on their mind.
Danny Casillas showing a little bit of nervous jitters this final game.
Closer you get to the goal line, the heavier the ball gets, huh? 1st and goal, 2nd and goal from the 7. Casillas to throw. Smith drops it again. Craig Smith.
That's going to go as another incomplete. I mean, where do you want the ball? It's on the hands.
You got to like Danny Casillas. You just saw him go up to Craig Smith and hug him and say, all right, catch the next one or forget the bus, buddy.
We got 2 more downs here.
Leadership.
You know, I just hate it when they change
Aldez
quarters.
Back in.
Aldez.
There goes Aldez. You change quarters like that. You're down inside the 10. You got the momentum. You change quarters. You come down to the other end of the field. You get a fumble and incomplete pass.
That's because this one's uphill.
It has something to do with it.
Danny Casillas comes out, but not because he wasn't playing well. Aldez back in, the bum right knee.
They're going to
3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Aldez back to throw. Over the middle, incomplete, no flag. On the coverage, Mike Edwards. I believe it was Guy Shepard, too, trying to find in the end zone. Number 42, which we don't have a listing on. They just brought him in, huh?
Well, that's the freshman. That's the freshman running back.
Freshman they brought in, huh?
Exactly. I wish I remember. Samoan kid. I cannot remember his name, but he is the future here. They're very high on him.
Okay, now Rick Reyes is going to do the kicking. Aldez not able to. A field goal from the 15-yard line, a 25-yarder. It's long enough, but off to the right, no good. The Tigers hold a shutout. Colonists are shut out twice in a row inside the 10-yard line with a first down.
When this game started and Valencia scored on that first drive immediately, and then I tell you it's going to be still 7-0 at the 11-minute mark in the 4th quarter, would you guys buy that?
I didn't think so. I thought the Colonists evidently made some great adjustments, but Russ, you were talking about that. Sometimes you get the ball first possession, it's almost too easy.
Well, it always scares me like that because sometimes, which has happened, Valencia hasn't done much since. Of course, the defense for Anaheim is playing awfully well. Late addition to the ball game.
Tigers 1 man short. You got to fill all the holes, huh?
Just a tackle. Don't worry about it.
1st and 10. Green in motion. Navarrete, the quarterback, gives to Leisure. Leisure stacked up, spins away. Leisure going towards the sideline for yardage. About 6. Up to the 27-yard line. Now that's all Keith Leisure right there. Keeps spinning, getting to the outside and picking up some extra yardage.
Now, a run like this will motivate the offensive line. This guy's been brought down. It looks like he's brought down 2-3 times, and he keeps going. The offensive linemen have already made their block. They're watching that. They're saying, hey, this guy's trying his heart out. Let's keep trying here ourselves.
Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. The Tigers need to get something going themselves. They've been bottled up in this second half. Ross Kelly going for the 1st down at the 30-yard line, very close to the 1st down stakes.
First down's been very rare for Valencia in this half. And it's short.
Let's see, they're just a little short. 3rd down, let's call it a foot to go. Hector Carlos comes limping off the field. We'll keep an eye on him, see if he's able to get back into the game. 3rd and very short. Navarrete up the middle on that even defense, and he gets the 1st down. We've seen that before with the even man defense. Nobody over the center, and easy yard or 2, Russ.
Well, the style of defense that they run, they usually leave the center uncovered, and it makes it possible for the quarterback. We've seen it down on the goal line. I'm not sure they want to run that on short yardage, but they have. Valencia has had good luck there on short yardage situations using the quarterback up the middle.
1st down and 10 from the 32-yard line. A full house at Glover Stadium, looking at an exciting game. Keith Leisure, bulldog down at the 35-yard line.
Get a stick and hit him.
Keith is hard to bring down, 5'10", 190. Very powerful legs, a la Ray Polaris, who ran the ball very well. Thank you for 5,000-plus yards for Michael Rujo. Congratulations to some other runners in Orange County. How about a guy like Robert E. Lee for Santa Ana? We enjoyed watching him, Russ.
Oh, one tough man there.
2nd down and 8 from the 35-yard line. Colonists defense digs in. A give to the 1st man. Leisure goes down. Credit that tackle to number 68, Moises Chavez, who knifed in underneath. The 200-pound junior got in there and got some help from Joe Rodriguez, number 65.
That defensive front, those down linemen for Anaheim are some tough kids. They play that position very well. That's a tough position to teach kids at this level. These guys have that technique down.
They're playing Ted Mullen football right now, Jimmy.
I'll tell you, the funny thing about Anaheim, every team that you see, 20 years ago, the kids were smaller. At Anaheim, 20 years later, they're smaller. These are smaller kids than Anaheim has ever had.
3rd down and 7. Ross Kelly in motion, and Navarrete back to throw. Blitz over the middle. Dunn will come up short, I believe, of the 1st down. Let's see where they mark it.
I think you got it.
I think he's about a half-yard short at the 42-yard line.
Go for it or punt? What do you do here?
Oh, no, they said he had it. They gave him forward progress. 1st down, the Tigers.
Gave might be the right word.
At any rate, 1st down, and Robert Navarrete, who doesn't pass a lot, 56%er on the year with 12 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. A great ratio of touchdowns to interceptions.
Big 1st down right there. That clock is running, folks. They put a drive together here. The game's over.
8 minutes to go. Ross Kelly off the left side. Helmets hitting at the 46-yard line. Gain of 3. Well, another number that we keep calling on the Anaheim side is Oscar Ramirez, number 51. Also back in there, number 63, Hector Carlos. So he went out. He's not going to miss this game unless they have to drag him out. Huh?
I tell you, this Valencia drive has taken the Anaheim crowd out of the game. Not quite as vocal right now.
Anaheim looking to stop them. Navarrete, who's 4 of 8, only 24 yards on the night. Robert back to throw. Setting up, going to Edwards. A reception at the 45-yard line. And out of bounds, ridden out, but not before a 1st down for the Valencia Tigers.
Well, if you're going to throw, Coach Marujo, you pick the right down. 2nd and about 8. And you go to your best receiver, who's made great catches all year long, including the big touchdown tonight, Mike Edwards, Mr. Surehand, a heck of a 3rd baseman.
Navarrette's getting great time back there, too.
Wang on the coverage, but he's given up a little bit at 5'8". He's got to go along with Mike Edwards, 6'1", 190. Navarrette, first back through. It's Leisure. Leisure dances, spins. Leisure inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. It's becoming the Keith Leisure show right now.
You know, Anaheim hasn't had really a big turnover. They need one right now. The defense come up with a big turnover, and the way it scares me, Keith Leisure is a tough runner. He spins, he keeps churning. But a lot of times you get tired in the fourth quarter like that, you get the ball stripped out of your hands. Watch Leisure here. Makes this move right here. He's got one hand on the ball. He's twirling, twisting. Somebody tackles that ball. The ball's on the ground. Anaheim's got it, and they're back in the ball game.
Gain of 7, second down and 3. Leisure again gets the ball. Keith Leisure won't be denied.
Boy, that offensive line is just coming off.
18
Big number
carries,
66.
90 yards now.
Big number 66. Brandon Douglas drove his man into the ground.
They marked it short, said his knee went down at the 34-yard line, so third down, a long one for the Valencia Tigers.
We're down to 6:20. Valencia's just eating the clock.
The Tigers looking for that elusive conference title. They've won the league 5 years in a row, but they have not brought home the big hardware. This time, Leisure, first down. Keith Leisure to the 30-yard line, dragging Jimmy Sanchez along with him. What a horse to go in the backfield, too, when you want to eat up the clock. Did Anaheim give up their chances? They had 2 times. First and goal inside the 10, did not capitalize on either one.
That's right, and that first down there by Keith Leisure was all Keith Leisure. That was him, buddy. That's their big workforce. That's the guy they go to. He comes up with a third straight first down in a row.
Mike Marujo and this senior group, a group not so successful as freshmen. They've been working their way up. They've hung in there. Ross Kelly stopped short of the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit again. Oscar Ramirez, number 51, along with John Barber, number 18.
What's really scary about this whole thing is here's Valencia, 5 minutes and 22 seconds away from its first ever CIF championship in a rebuilding year. And
Yeah.
this was a rebuilding year.
Yep.
Well, they may have to rebuild the trophy case, huh?
I look for a pass here
Second down and 11. Edwards
or a draw.
to the bottom of the screen. 2 wide receivers to the top. One play action. Leisure with the delay. Leisure off the left side to the 20-yard line. Keith Leisure, 11 yards and a first down.
And the Ross Kelly block is what sprung that.
Tiger fans going nuts on the other side.
Get a replay on that one. That was Keith Leisure once again. Now that is an incredible first. That's the 4th first down.
Watch Ross Kelly take the man on. Great.
Boy, everybody, including the wide receivers, blocks at Valencia High School. These guys are well coached.
Leisure, 20 carries, 101 yards. He's over the century mark. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. To Ross Kelly off the right side. Randy stacked up and knocked down at the 17-yard line. Jimmy Sanchez, number 44, again on the tackle for the Anaheim Colonists.
Here, Terrence Green pinched down, and that's what sprung the outside on that.
Gain of 2,
This is where
second down and 8.
If I was Coach Mullen, I would take a timeout here, walk out and tell the defense, look, start tackling the football.
4:08 to go. Clock continues to roll, and Anaheim, right now, the clock against them. They trail at 7-0, 4th period of play.
Place to roll right and throw.
Navarrette, play action and back to throw. Stays in the pocket, going for Edwards. No, he couldn't hang on to it. Mike Edwards.
No, it was Marty Dunn.
Was that Marty again?
Yep.
Excuse me. Marty bounced off of the coverage and almost made the reception.
That would have been a great catch if he had come down with it.
Did a nice job. Changed directions a little bit with the ball in flight. Almost made the circus catch. Going against Kwa Huang, number 20 there.
Colony played some good D in the end zone on that pass.
All right, third down and 8. 3:50. The clock stopped with the interception. A big third down.
Look for the draw here. Nope, fake the
Incomplete pass, excuse me. Over the middle. Incomplete again. The
Terrence
clock
Green.
stopped again. 3:45 to go, and did. They helped them by going to the air, Jimmy. They were successful on the ground, then they went up top.
Well, the plays were good plays. Those smart calls. It just didn't quite work. Terrence Green, another one of those juniors.
Now, Paul Rivera, an all-league soccer player at Valencia, has the leg. 6 field goals. This will be a 35-yard attempt. He has 6 on the year. This one might salt it away. It's down.
Nice
it's
snap.
away. It's blocked. Got to be recovered. It's a live ball, I believe.
No, when it goes past the line
touchback,
of scrimmage.
yeah, touchback.
Yeah.
All right. So the block keeps this game in order.
Now that should get Anaheim fired up.
Was that Barber that got a hand on that?
Let's see if we can see it on the replay. That should go out to the 20, and the Colonist fans give him a hand.
Looked like Barber rushed in there and got his hand on the ball. It was a high snap, though, to begin with. Yeah, Barber.
Was John Barber.
As soon as the ball is blocked and crosses the line of scrimmage, it's a dead ball.
Now, 3:36 to go. Anaheim, 80 yards to go to get 6. And perhaps 7 or 8.
And go for the 2.
They trail at 7-0. Robert Aldez back at the quarterback slot.
Pass.
He gives to Garcia.
Dipsy.
Back to Aldez. Aldez, I don't think can get away. He doesn't. At the 15-yard line. Did not fool Greg Martin nor Guy Shepard.
Is that great support?
Great support. I think Aldez was supposed to throw the ball again, and there were some people open. If he had time, could have been quick 6. Trick play by Coach Ted Mullen.
They stayed home on the right side. You see Greg Martin, number 30, stayed where he was supposed to be.
Aldridge was pointing back. He says, hey, guys, I'm back here all along. Where is everybody?
So Ted Mullen and staff dipping into the bag of tricks here on this season here of the Christmas time. Ball loose on the ground. Let's see who has it.
Valencia.
They point Valencia Tiger way. Marty Dunn was down there. I didn't see who got the recovery.
Looks like Fred Jenkins.
That may have sealed the fate of the Anaheim Colonists. 1 too many turnovers on the night.
They would catch the recovery on the replay.
Mike Marujo wondering if he's going to live this last 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Ball on the ground. Wrangle there fighting. See if we can hang on to it. Yeah, we didn't catch it though.
Ball was fumbled on the exchange.
Tigers will get it at the 15-yard line. 3 minutes, 3 seconds to go.
Hey folks, how about that Quaker State motor oil? With CIF-SS has helped millions of Americans keep their cars running smoothly. Known for its great protection, Quaker State is a quality motor oil you can count on to help your car run mile after trouble-free mile. Change your oil regularly according to the manufacturer's recommendation. Change to Quaker State with QSS quality. Available at leading car dealers, auto parts stores, and garages throughout Southern California. Quaker State.
Keith Leisure inside the 10-yard line on the first down play. He gets 7. Right now, Keith just trying to stay in bounds on that play. He just wanted to keep the clock rolling. And he did. 2:30 and counting. 2nd down and 5. Well, you know Mike Marujo being the nervous type as we look across the field. He's got to be wondering, is this going to be the year? And of all the teams that we've seen over the last 4 or 5 years, guys, did any of us think this would be the Tiger team that would bring home the big one? Ross Kelly up the middle to the 4-yard line to the 3 and a first down.
You would think that Polaris would have brought home the state rushing champion. You would think maybe Tony Goulet, before he got hurt, would look like he might be even better than Polaris. Who would have thought it had been the rebuilding year that after 54 seasons, they're finally going to put a CIF trophy in the trophy case at Valencia High School.
Certainly looks like it now, barring some kind of a miracle. 7-0, 1:54 to go. Time expiring on the Anaheim Colonists. Their 5 turnovers tonight, a big part of this contest.
Yeah, the 5 turnovers haven't cost any points yet, but it
First
cost
and
them the
goal
game.
from the 2. Leisure over the top, touchdown. That'll do it. Keep Leisure, and it's fitting. He should be the one to carry it over, Russ.
Yeah, rightfully so. He's the guy who got him